served to preserve this nation's freedom and the way of life. The veterans of our armed forces. Whether they have served in war or in peace, the veterans of our nation embrace the pride of service, dedication, and selflessness that made this country the greatest nation on earth. Please stand with me as we present the colors of the Topeka West Singers sing the National Anthem. Was that good? Good. Ladies and gentlemen, the principal of Topeka West High School, Mr. Dustin Dick.
Good morning. Welcome to our 2016 Veterans Day Assembly. Today we take time to honor those men and women who have served our country in the armed forces. On behalf of everyone at Topeka West High School, I would like to thank all of you here today that have served our great country. We are honored to celebrate you and your service today. Thank you. It's my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today, Captain Nickum. Captain Nickum was born and raised in Argentine District of Kansas City, Kansas. He graduated from Argentine High School in 1955 and from Kansas State University in 1962. Captain Nickum was commissioned in the artillery branch of the United States Army. He was on active duty for 4.5 years, including tours in Korea and Vietnam. He worked at the Federal Reserve Bank in Kansas City, attended Emporia State Teachers College, worked at Whitaker Cable Corporation and Farmland Industries, where he retired in 1999. He has helped with several running events in the Kansas City area, including the Hospital Hill Run for the past 19 years. He and his wife Donna volunteered with handicapped swim class at their local YMCA for 17.5 years. They moved to Topeka in 2005. Captain Nickum has been involved in AUSA, American Legion Capitol Post 1, Vietnam Veterans of America, and Downtown Rotary. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Nickum.
Thank you. Originally, Veterans Day wasn't Veterans Day. It was Armistice Day. And it wasn't until President Eisenhower in 1954 edicted that it would no longer be Armistice Day, that it would be Veterans. And they kept it going for that. Just a little idea to give you a little bit of a feel for how much there's involved. There are 23 million vets, 9 million of them over 65 years of age. There are 2 million of these vets are women. They don't get enough credit for all that they do. There are 2 million that are veterans from World War II, and they're dying off at the rate of almost one a day. Veterans Day is important because it is a change to acknowledge the sacrifice of the men and women who have served or are currently serving in the armed forces of the U.S. President Eisenhower took care of this in 1954. One thing that you might give consideration to is Walmart has little green bulbs, and a way of helping celebrate the military and Armistice Day, anything else connected with the military, is to get one of these little green bulbs and stick it in a lamp in your living room window. We have a lot of people that don't understand what's involved. You hear all this stuff about for the love of country and this and that and the other. Well, really, when it comes down to it, that's a bunch of malarkey. The reason they do it is for the guy that's next to them. They look out after each other, take care of each other, and they'll do anything they can to keep each other alive. We've got one guy that is the individual who helped establish our chapter of the Vietnam vets. A little youngster from Ottumwa, that's a different story. He's from Netawaka, up on alongside the 75 highway, a little ways north of here. His name is Danny J. Peterson. He was awarded the Medal of Honor posthumously, which unfortunately is the way most of them get it. But Danny was a commander of a armored personnel carrier. Charlie ambushed him, and there were some people got tore up. Danny kept moving his personnel carrier around and positioning it so that it gave some cover to the guys that were involved in the other PCs. He went in 3 different times where he went back and helped get people out. Unfortunately, it cost him his life. It's more of the taking care of the guy next to you, because if you don't take care of him, he ain't going to take care of you, and it's important. It's all about the man or the woman next to you. And for instance, in Vietnam, even to a certain degree, not quite as much in Afghanistan and Iraq, the women were there for a lot of work, nasty work, of trying to save people's lives, save their limbs, etc. One thing that I want to point out, sometimes you'll hear some people coming up with, "Oh, that's cool." People, it ain't cool when your buddy gets blown to hell. Nothing is cool when that happens. That's all I've got.
Veterans Day, originally called Armistice Day, was instituted to commemorate the end of World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. The guns fell silent, ending war to end all wars. After World War II and the Korean War, it was renamed Veterans Day to honor those men and women who served their nation in uniform both in times in peace and war. Every day, while on campus, we are surrounded by heroes, men and women who served in our nation's armed forces. Today, we will recognize all of them for their service. Veterans, when your name is called, please stand to be recognized. Eric Childs, who served in the United States Army from 1990 to 1993. Kelly Bardo, who served in the United States Navy from 1989 to 1993. Dr. Joy Grimes, who served in the Missouri Army National Guard since 1990 and continues to serve now. Jack Reynolds, who served in the United States Air Force from 1987 to 2009. Wayne Sherman, who served in the United States Army from 1981 to 2001. Paul Smith, who served in the United States Marine Corps from 1981 to 1994. James Wymore, who served in the United States Army from July 2008 until April 2012. John Steinberg, who served in the United States Air Force from 1989 until 1998. Angel Romero, who served in the United States Army from 1990 to 2003. Chargers, let's give a round of applause to our veteran staff members. The Topeka West Charger Band will now play a melody of military anthems to all veterans present. As your service anthem is played, please stand and be recognized. Yeah. you for all your service. In the 54-year history of our school, 5 Topeka West graduates have made the ultimate sacrifice in serving their nation. We will ask all present to stand as these men's names are read and a memorial torch is lit for each of them, and to remain standing for the playing of taps. Hospital Corpsman James Michael Garrett, United States Navy, Topeka West class of 1965, killed in action November 29, 1969, Quang Nam Province, Republic of Vietnam. Private First Class Gary Reed Persons, United States Marine Corps, Topeka West class of 1965, killed in action September 26, 1966, Quang Nam Province, Republic of Vietnam. Private First Class Rodney David Wilson, United States Army, Topeka West class of 1967, killed in action July 3, 1969, Long An Province, Republic of Vietnam. Private First Class Christopher Lagarde Remney, United States Marine Corps, Topeka West class of 1970, killed in action February 8, 1971, Quang Nam Province, Republic of Vietnam. Specialist Kyle G. Thomas, United States Army, Topeka West class of 1998, killed in action September 25, 2003, Ticker, Iraq. Over the summer, we were informed another Topeka West student was killed in action. We are currently in the process of adding him to our wall of honor. His name is Warrant Officer 1, John T. Stitcher, United States Army, Topeka West class of 1963, killed in action flying helicopter mission, December 6, 1965, in the Republic of Vietnam. freedom and the way of life that we enjoy today should never be taken for granted. We were brought and paid for men and women who answered their country's call, many of whom shed blood doing so. Please be mindful as you go along your daily routine today. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Students, please report back to your class.